He's checked in for Detroit. In Indiana with the change here too. Hill's checked in.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Here's the professor. He's guarded by Jennings. Screen by Boozer. Park passes to Miles. Good on the three-point shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shoots from 12. They grab their own miss. Ilyasova. The shot from the low post is good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's the professor. Pick up by Hill. Wide open look. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Morris. Ilyasova dishes to Caldwell Pope. Another 3 for Detroit.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Pacers trail by 9. At the elbow, Boozer. He drains the quick shot. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's the professor. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Jennings kicks to Drummond. Now the dish to Caldwell Pope. It's Jennings with the drive, and it's sent back by Hill. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's Miles with the jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Park. Again, Jennings missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
That's good. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. In Indiana with the change here too. George is checked in. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for the professor. He's got 33 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Jackson. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Jackson's got 20.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Here's the professor. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Park. Drummond, a screen. The drive by Jackson. Up again. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
And they do, and guys, that's the last line of your defense there. Everything else was good, but you have to finish it off with possession. And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Hill passes to Park. Here's the three. Rebound by the Pistons. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope with the second effort, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Kicks to Hill. In the corner, George with it. Down low. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. On defense, the Pistons. Excellent use of the screen that time. 19 points for Paul George.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time. Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 21 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker. That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Detroit with the ball. The lead is 2. The drive by Jackson. It falls!
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Park passes to Miles. Here's Hill. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter to tie it up. Buries the triple. And, oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they get it back. Here's the professor for the win. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So Detroit will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Park, he's in at point guard. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Boozer is out there with Hill. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
The shot's good from Park.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Ilyasova can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Clark passes to George. Beyond the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jackson dishes to Morris, and that one's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. The Pacers pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's George. The pass to Clark. It's George on the wing. Pick up by Hill. Dishes to Miles. The 19-foot shot. The offensive rebound. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Jackson's got 24.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
To the inside, Park. Indiana moving the ball around. To the middle. Here's Hill. Gets hauled in by Ilyasova. Here's Caldwell Pope. Laces one from 3. Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark, knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the professor, guarded by Jackson. Clark passes to Hill. Got it!
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't cash in.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
In this series, I think...
Well, you guys came into the fourth quarter trailing, but were able to make up every bit of it. Was this a game you were just determined not to let go of?
I wouldn't allow us to let go of this game because I never let go of anything. Yo, there's this one book I read that has a sad ending. Yo, I reread it like 50 times since then, hoping for a different outcome. It hasn't changed yet, but I'm not giving up on it, just like I didn't give up tonight.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.